Yeah, good morning, Terrence. That's exactly what that is. And coming up at 11 o'clock, President Trump will have his latest cabinet meeting, his last cabinet meeting, I should say, of this year. And it's interesting just how many he's had so far opened up to the American media and the foreign press as well. I think it's important to point out. But this will be a hot topic in discussion today. Now, you know, it's interesting that the previous segment talked about perhaps having some closed-door discussions, maybe some open-door discussions on what went down and who authorized what. And I just counter with this. I don't think any narco-terrorists have any second thoughts on killing millions of Americans with their drugs. So why should we have second thoughts on taking out these narco-terrorists any way possible? I think it's really a waste of time for us to have these internal discussions on fighting terrorism, especially that have been killing millions of Americans. But nevertheless, that is what is also on the table today. Ukraine-Russia relations, the end of that war, so much on discussion on this last cabinet meeting of 2025.
So are you expecting that this cabinet meeting, like past cabinet meetings, will be an opportunity for the media to also ask various cabinet members questions? And I asked that question, Brian, because obviously Secretary of War Pete Hegseth will be there. The term war crimes has been tossed around quite a lot. And so I imagine if this meeting opens up to the media, if reporters are allowed to ask questions, he is going to be the focus of so many of those questions.
You're right. And as of right now, that is open to the White House press poll that is credentialed to cover today. So that's an open press event, as well as the 2 p.m. Announcement that President Trump has scheduled in the Oval Office. So to your question, they will ask him that question. I would imagine a lot of the attention will be shifted over to Pete Hegseth. And of course, he is very versed. He's very trained with the media, coming from the media. I think he'll handle himself quite well in this cabinet meeting. But you're absolutely right. A lot of the attention of this cabinet meeting will be about Venezuela and about who authorized what, and if there's any crimes that have been committed. President Trump, Pete Hegseth standing side by side on this issue, and I don't see them wavering at all.
Oh, absolutely. Before I let you go, Brian, any information on this big announcement that's expected this afternoon from the president?
There's a little bit of speculation. I know USA Today had a kind of an exclusive on this. It has to do with the Trump accounts. Now, if you remember months ago, maybe in the early spring, President Trump announced that he was going to have like a savings account for every baby born in this administration starting on a particular day. I think that particular date's coming up in 2026. So I know that Michael Dell has pledged $6 billion to kick off this this savings account for Americans, and President Trump is encouraging other corporations to donate as well, with the federal government matching it, I think, at an amount of $1,000. So if you're an expecting parent right now, tune in at 2 o'clock because you might have a really good idea of kicking off the, I guess, generational wealth presented by the Trump administration with these Trump baby accounts.
All right. Brian Glenn reporting for us from the White House. Always good to see you, my friend. Get back inside and get warm.
Yeah, thank you.